We're hanging out here in New Hampshire. I'm here with my man Rick Shaw from Rick's Motorsport Electrics. We're going to take you behind the scenes and show you what this place is all about.
Come on, man, let's go.
Let's do it.
Rick's Motorsport Electrics is a small company doing big things. We provide starting and charging components for the motorsport industry, which would include motorcycles, ATVs, dirt bikes, watercraft, and snowmobiles. We try and cover the whole industry.
We're the place to go to if you have electrical issues with your machine. We can supply you with the parts, we can help you out with the technical aspects of it, and we're going to back up what we sell to you.
We're going over to the breakdown area.
Breakdown.
Breakdown. Why you call it that?
Well, a lot of stuff we rebuild, it comes in pretty crummy, pretty dirty, pretty in need of repair. So we break it down and clean it up, check it out, and it's back to the customer.
We're heading to the breakdance room now.
Breakdance?
Rick's got a breakdance room over here.
Yeah.
I brought my own linoleum and cardboard, so we're going to get her down.
This is King Kenny. He is the king of the starter motor rebuild. There are certain characteristics from different models that tend to be harder on the starter motor. Other times people let a battery run down so it pulls more amperage. They don't tune the bike up, so they mash that starter motor button down there and hold it there for an extended period of time, and they just overheat the starter motor. The goal is to save the customer money, provide them with a reasonable warranty for reasonable conditions, and we want to make everybody happy.
One thing about Rick is this guy knows electric. I'm not real good at electric, so having someone like him around is definitely a bonus.
He's very passionate. That's what makes him good, because he wants to put out a quality product and he really cares about his name on the piece. So he's not going to let something go out the door that's junk. That's why we have the warranty in place, because we want you to know that we stand behind the product, we stand behind our name, and we're putting out good stuff.
We do a lot of small assembly up here and any of the custom work. Jeff's doing a custom job right now over here.
It is a 1978 Honda Hawk CB450A, and a lot of the time we try to rebuild as much as we can, even if we don't have all the pieces. We take what we can rebuild from his and then add our own stuff into it.
Sometimes you can't get into it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
and
yes,
you have to rebuild it. Can't get it. Unobtainium.
Everybody's taking out their old machines. They're not going down to the dealer and buying a brand new ATV. They're going to use what's in the garage already, and they may need to do some maintenance on it. So short of junking the whole thing and buying a whole new machine, which not a lot of us can do right now, you got to keep those old machines going.
Dealerships can call direct from us. They do have a catalog that we send to dealers only. Our product is also available through major distributors. So, you know, the dealers can also get our product through Parts Unlimited, Marshall Distributing. We have just launched a website this past year, and we're almost at a point where all of our new products are in there. We are constantly working on that, because actually we constantly are adding new products to our line. And yes, the customers can now order retail online, and that's been going fairly well since we started it.
I'm learning a lot here at Rick's. He definitely knows what he's talking about when it comes to electronics. Next up, we're off to the stator assembly area.
This is the stator assembly area. So it's mostly motorcycle and ATV. We've got a few workstations, and right now we got a couple of guys here doing this.
We have to add 4 more wires to the original stator, and we put it in a harness. This is the end product right here. That's the finished product.
This is going to end up going just in here, just like this. For a bike that was last made in 1983.
Wow.
Another piece that Rick's carries is the rectifier regulator. This is a standard part on any electrical charging system, and he's going to show us just how they test it right here in-house.
If somebody says to us that the stator doesn't perform, we can actually check it out dynamically to make sure that it either doesn't or does. Same thing with the reg. If it's bad, we replace it, and if it's not, we try to help the customer find out what other problem he might have.
It's a simulation of a motorcycle. We're using a 5-horsepower motor mounted there with a pulley mechanism here. The stator is mounted on this sliding mechanism here, which allows us to mount various stator sizes and flywheels for just about any combination we want. We're getting our 3-phase AC from our stator, and we're running it directly into our rectifier regulator. Out of the rectifier regulator, we're getting our DC voltage that is going down to a battery that we have mounted down here. Off of that, we've got our voltmeter so that we can check our voltage as we go through the different PMs.
Dave, thanks for showing us how to do that.
Right.
Okay, man.
Rick's got an old Yamaha Warrior sitting around the shop that he uses to test out parts. And chances are, if you've got a Warrior, he's got the electrical parts you need to get you back out on the trail. Everything from CDI boxes to ignition coils.
This is our lovely little test devil. Something like this is somebody's pride and joy. That's what they have. You know, they look at they watch the TV show. They love seeing all the new stuff. But when they go home to something that sometimes is 10, 15 years old. We want to take care of these customers just like we take care of any customer. Yep. This is a typical Warrior stator that was sent in to us.
Wow, look at that.
And the stator itself is actually good. It's just that when they plug this connector into the harness side was probably corroded or partially burnt. What we can do with this is we can chop it off, crimp on new connectors. As long as the copper wire inside is still okay, we don't have to solder it. But if it's real bad, a lot of times you'll have to solder the actual terminal on, then put a new connector body on, and then the stator itself is usable. We have a lot of these connectors so that we can replace them for folks or sell them just the connector, and they can do that work themselves.
Well, as you can see, Rick's got you covered from start to finish with your electrical needs, and they're constantly improving their products to keep you out on the trail.
Here at Rick's, we're always looking to add to the product line. And the way we do that is by answering the phone every day. It's not a computer that answers the phone. We actually answer the phone. And so we hear what the customers are looking for. We're very well known in the business and we have a good reputation. And that's because we do stand behind the product. We offer a good quality product at a lower price than original equipment. And we also offer the warranty, which I think is very unusual in this industry.
All right, Rick, that's it, man. Thanks a lot for having us here. We appreciate you spending the day with us, showing us around and giving us a little bit of an inside look on what you guys do.
Great having you here, man.
It was awesome, and I'm definitely the kind of guy that needs a little bit of help when it comes to electronics. Well, folks, that's going to wrap up our tour here in New Hampshire from Rick's Motorsport Electrics. We had a good time today. Rick gave us the grand tour, told us everything there is to know about electronics, and if you got any problems, give him a call, and he'll hook you up too. Let's get out of here, buddy.
Come on.